Estimating steel beams and columns works a little differently from most other dimension-based components. You don't enter dimensions into the component builder. Instead, you enter the quantity of each item you need, such as steels, padstones and crane hire, into the Sundry Specified Items tab. In this video, I'll show you how to estimate steel beams in a timber upper floor. However, the process is similar whatever type of steel or glulam beam you want to estimate. If you're not already looking at the estimate dashboard, click Estimate on the Project Explorer. This will load the estimate dashboard, which is the hub of your estimate. From here you can open the estimating calculators within your estimate and add new ones using the Estimating tab. On the Estimating tab, click Openings and Steelwork, and then select Steel Beams and Columns from the drop-down menu. There's only one screen in the Steel Beams and Columns component builder. This screen prompts you to select a specification. You'll see a range of specifications available depending on the location of the beams and whether they're renovation beams which require packing up to the existing structure or new beams. I'm going to select the Steel Beams to Timber Upper Floors specification. Once you've clicked on your chosen specification, click Finish. After a moment, you'll find yourself looking at the Sundry Specified Items tab of the Steel Beams and Columns component. You'll see that the cost is currently 0, as no steels or sundry items have been selected. To estimate your beams, you'll need to work your way down the screen, selecting the items you need. First, select a steel beam assembly, based on the number of sides needing plastering and decoration. As my beams will be concealed within the floor, no additional plastering and decoration is needed, so I'm going to click on the arrow next to Steel Beams to Timber Upper Floors. Click on the option appropriate for your job. Now locate the appropriate size and weight of beam. Then enter the length required into the rate quantity input box. I need 2 beams that are 3,845mm long, so I'm going to enter a total rate quantity of 7,690mm. Once you've entered the length of your beams, a cost appears at the top right of the screen. Now you can minimise the assembly by clicking on the triangular arrow. Let's take a look at the other sundry items. Here you can add the rate quantity of brick bedding, padstones and plant required. I'm going to add some padstones to the estimate. Simply type the number you need into the rate quantity input box. You can also add hire of a crane or beam lifter in the same way. I'm going to add 1 day or 0.2 of a week of beam lifter hire. You'll have the opportunity to round this up later in the plant allowances screen if you have a minimum hire period. So that's your steelwork, padstones or brick bedding, and plant estimated. You can add glulam beams to your estimate in exactly the same way. Go to the Estimating tab and click Openings and Steelwork. Select the type of steelwork or glulam beam you need, then select the specification appropriate for your job and click Finish. Then work your way down the Sundry Specified Items tab, entering a rate quantity for the beam and any other items you require.